This video is about Opticoat's new ceramic coating, Opti-Shield. So it's called a liquid paint protection film. So I think everybody understands what a coating is. Very thin, about 2 microns. Just to give you a contrast or comparison, factory clear coat's about 30 to 40 microns. So coatings generally are 2 to 8 microns. So they build a very thin protective layer that, instead of the factory clear coat giving off its UV absorbers and wearing from environment, the coating is now doing that job. It's kind of like a shock absorber. It keeps the paint, it does not keep the paint perfectly flawless. You still need to clean it. There is maintenance involved, but it's less maintenance than if you didn't have the coating. Paint protection film is for the richies. It's for the rich guys. If you want to do your full car, it's 10 grand. I dislike paint protection film mainly because I don't find a demand for it. My shop is very dusty. This concrete is 60 plus years old, and just dust always gets under it. I don't have the patience for film, and I personally find the edges peel. It actually kind of gives the paint a blurred effect. It's really more for, your Ferraris, Teslas, people that drive on the highway a lot, like on the Beltway. It really serves a purpose, and it doesn't stop everything, right? Some rocks still punch through. So what Opti-Shield is a liquid paint protection film. We call a film something that builds a fairly thick layer. If we have factory clear coat, which would be considered a film, is about 30 to 40 microns. Opti-Shield, depending on how many layers, you could do 1, 2, or 4 layers. 4 layers is about 30 microns. So it's very close to the actual thickness of the clear coat. So it's a substantial amount more of material that we're laying down compared to a ceramic coating. Now, ceramic coatings, I don't think, are ever going to go anywhere. I do think the liquid paint protection film market is expanding. Technology has evolved. It's gotten better. And not only is Opti-Shield building an incredibly thick layer compared to coatings, or even pretty close to the factory clear coat, it's incredibly hard. In other words, it's going to compete with the paint protection film industry. I think it has an advantage for the installer because it's easier. It takes less time. It's less annoying. Then you don't have edges peeling, etc. So for me, this is kind of now going to be our top tier. Now, it's not available till January to the public. Although I'm allowed to talk about it, it's not really available until, I think, January, when we can actually release it. But I can kind of talk about the price, the details, and what you can expect, and also the other cool advantages that it's going to give you. And I'll say this first too. Opti-Shield, even just 1 layer. Now, if you go 2 or 4, even more so. But Opti-Shield is one of those coatings to where, if you just want to get the coating and just do literally nothing to your car and just drive it around and never wash it, you certainly can. It's that kind of stout. It's that hard and that durable. I would say if you went with the 2 layers or more, I would feel more confident, right? Because when it comes to protecting something, going to the extreme is kind of the whole point. We don't want to just put a little protection. We want to make sure that anything that the environment throws at it is going to withstand it. So when it comes to rock chips, yes, it will help to protect the rock chips, almost to the extent of paint protection film. Again, nothing is going to stop every rock. If you're driving really close to the guy in front of you, you're kind of taking matters into your own hands there. You're going to get damage. Opti-Shield is going to be available in 1 layer with no warranty. In other words, you can buy 1 layer for $1,000, and then if you want to leave it at that and have no warranty, you certainly can. Or you can add one of the other existing coatings: Opticoat Pro, Pro Plus, Ultra Shine. I think most people are probably going to go with Ultra Shine. Ultra Shine is a 2 to 3 year coating. It's more on the very short-term side as opposed to the other coatings, which are 7+ years that they're going to last. So this one is very hot, glossy, very shiny, very bead, gives the beads that everybody loves on YouTube. And for $299, you could put Opti-Shield on top. If you wanted to go Pro Plus on top, it's going to be another $1,000 or $1,500. So if you go with one layer of Opti-Shield and let's say Pro Plus, you're at $2,500, and you're going to get the warranty of Pro Plus, since the single layer is not going to have any kind of warranty. And by combining these, you kind of get the best of the super strong durable coating, also with now the permanence of and the long life of the Optico Pro Plus 2-layer coating, as opposed to just having Pro Plus on. The next option will be 2 layers. You could go with 2 layers of Opti-Shield, and it's $2,500. It's a 5-year warranty, and you can put nothing on top. Or again, you can put up Pro Plus or Ultra Shine on top, or just a single layer of Pro. So $1,000, $1,500 for Pro or Pro Plus. The next option, which is the ultimate option, would be Opti-Shield 4 layers. It's a 10-year warranty. It's $4,000. Again, you can put the coatings on top for an additional charge, or you can put nothing on top. With 4 layers of Opti-Shield, you can just drive around. This stuff's not going to wear off with 30 microns of hard material. And when I mean hard, metal wire brush scratches it, of course, but the sun will heal it. You don't need to go out there with a heat gun. The sun will be able to heal that. I don't know if you saw that. Anybody watched it's like 30 seconds long or something. I have Opti-Shield on my deck lid, and I scratched it with a wire brush, and I took a heat gun and I heated it up, and the scratches disappeared almost instantly. The sun will be able to do that. You won't need to use. So that's how amazing this is. How this stuff can be so hard and yet self-healing, I have no clue. Also, Opti-Shield can be polished and reapplied. In other words, let's say somebody goes past your door and bumps it with something, a purse or a bike handle. As long as it doesn't scratch all the way to the paint, the actual factory paint, if it scratches in the coating itself, it can be polished out and then reapplied. Or it could just be quickly polished, leave the scratch alone, and then new material put in, and we can reapply it in that one area. So it's polishable, it's repairable. Some tests from headquarters were done. They did, I believe it took 1,000 grit and 60 passes with an air sander to actually remove the coating completely. I don't know what else can be said to that other than it's an insanely durable coating. Now, I feel most people aren't going to go with the 4-layer, $4,000 option. Most people will probably choose the 2-layer because of the price point. Again, if you end up adding one of the Pro or Pro Plus coating on it, you're close to $4,000 anyway. And then you just put Ultra Shine on it, and you're pretty close. It's only $300. Now that one would be reapplied every couple of years. I think this coating is it's going to be for the 2 types of people. The people who have a really nice car, really expensive car, and you don't want anything to happen to it. And also the people that could care less about their car. And I shouldn't say it that way, because obviously if you're coming in here, if you're watching this video, if you're thinking about the coating, how can you not care about your car? And I don't mean it that way. Some people really do care about the car. They just don't have time, or they're just not, I don't want to go out and clean my car every couple of weeks for 20 minutes. I don't want to do that. I don't want to bring it to you. I'm too busy. So I think you do care about your car, but it's more of I'm not too worried about the maintenance anywhere nearly as much. So those are kind of the 2 people, and I think that covers most people. So anyway, if you have questions, please drop them in the comments. I'm going to be working on how to put this all together. I'm going to put it on my website over here in the next few weeks, months. Next few weeks, not few months, because it's November. It's the beginning of November, so I'm going to get this on the website pretty soon. I'll probably put it on the website, and then no prices or anything coming soon. 1-layer, 2-layer, 4-layer, whatever. This is the direction I want to go. to do more durable coatings, more preservation. And again, this is not, coatings are not because your car is so valuable, so priceless, you don't want anything to happen to it. Coatings are to make your life easier. It's not for, coatings are not for ultra rich people. They're for people that maybe can't afford the $100,000 car and want to keep it nice. And you want to go out and clean your car, but it's difficult, so get a coating.